Nocturne instead, which normally is that pairing with the Orianna.
Yeah, usually you see with the Orianna for that engage, but I think in this case, basically what they want to try and do is have Camilo play in that. Mickey can move across, Poby doesn't have mana, so Sheo gonna end up spotting out the cow.
Mickey should be fine though, just bop Sheo away. Time has been granted, but Razork now has to face with the Nocturne in the face. What I mean by that is the fact it's going to spy battle and Sheo just wins it. Now Mickey's thinking, okay, can I do that again? But Sheo now level 6 can turn into the Paranoia. Camilo also with the Weaver's Wall. Mickey flashes over. Razork has to watch there while his Gromp goes down as well. And Sheo is now putting on a bit of a display.
Yeah, Mickey thought he could try and bait there having the Ghost, but wasn't really able to set anything up, but now we get one more.
Let's look at top lane. The 1v1 begins. Oscar in trouble. The equalizer down. It's good spacing here, but Carlson has to walk over the hot flames, but he misses the Natovo strike right into the fire. Gets crisped up. You hate to see it, but first blood over to Oscar Rinnan off the back of a mistake. Now is there another? Mickey going to be slowed down as Flacket goes into melee range. Gets one in for himself. He's got his ulti. No, he does not. He's only level 5, so he can't do anything but stand there and get pummeled as Poby helps get 2 more kills over to Fnatic. A 3-for-1 start. Poby shoved away, stunned in place, but the damage isn't there. Fnatic still wins.
Isolated and picked off by Fnatic.
And I feel like I'm revisiting Spring because I'd almost constantly say, oh, there's a lead on upset. Look how good it looks. Now Mickey sending up another one. Camilo has just been delivered. Ham, cheese, and tomato. Put it together. You got a sandwich for upset. 3 kills about to be hand delivered to him as well. Setting up the second skin. All he needs to do is get the auto down. Camilo's bought some time, but upset will pay with the crime. 3 kills on Kaiser, 400 gold lead, and Fnatic building up a brilliant bridge for Fnatic to play through. You talked about how important this Orianna is, maybe sooner rather than later, as Equalizer going to go down. Fnatic looking for a play top. Sheo with a counter, the Paranoia, beautiful. Carlson gets his just dessert. Finally, Oscar Rinnan's in the dirt.
Great spell reset. Just used the teleport a few minutes ago, so didn't have that for the unskilled spellbook, so we'll just try. Now he gets to walk up towards this objective, and he'll more than likely be Oscar Rinnan who has to invest the TP, but the engage.
It's a good one though. Sheo matches it with a flash as well. And a quick flee, but where are you going to go? Poby stuck too. And Camilo, bit of revenge surf through the mid lane.
Hit a lot of big power spikes here, whereas you're only really looking at Yunara for Flacket on the opposite side.
The engage started off by Sen, though, an early team fight set up, double seismic shove, equalizer on the back line. Messy start, but Mickey goes in, gets 2-man pulverize. It's upset reposition. Sheo with the ulti, but who's he going to hit? He goes for the cow. Okay, that's Bio. For now, we look on the right side of the fight as Razork gets on out, and a Weaver's Wall comes in better late than never as Fnatic are a man down. Their engage is down, and Team Heretics are looking down at the 3rd dragon of the game.
Poby didn't pull the trigger on the ultimate, though, so Fnatic still trying to play off of this, see if they can make that big shockwave hit.
But Flacket can't transcend anymore. That's an advantage. Seismic shove misses. Look at the Herald. An engage from the right side of our screen. Razork is looking for a target. Onto Camilo. The engage train gets a flash. And Camilo will run for his life. Razork worth the shot there.
The mid lane, and it will be the Fnatic Dragon that comes out on top.
On Sol point when Baron would be coming up, when this Atakan's up as well. The power for Heretics would be...
Like if he was spotted, or it's just Heretics reading the fact that Oscar Rinnan went aggressive, so something was up. Now TP coming up towards his top side.
The seismic shove on a clone to start us off. Look at the left side of the fight at 3k. Atakan going down, zoned out well, and the smite will come through. It's actually auto to death with the shockwave from Poby. Hits a 2-man. Exhaust while Flacket runs through his life, while the right side of the fight is Carlson taking on the world, but the world won. Flash over the wall. Sten escapes. Camilo slow, but he's out too. Team Heretics, Atakan versus 1 for 2. Dagda, that's worth any damage. They didn't bring anything, Dagda.
Look, I was just fashionably late, okay?
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. You're never like that. You're always on time. I would never. Guys, Dagda, what a gentleman. Let's pause. Dragon's up, though. Started by Sheo. Heals actually burnt. Flacket gets out of the way. Fnatic getting zoned down. Camilo doing a good job, and Seismic Shove won't connect, but it sends Fnatic away. They're going up towards Baron, but this will be 3rd dragon. Fnatic not even close to starting that Baron yet.
They just need to start it. They try and base Heretics in, but Carlson happy to face check this. Oscar Rinnan has to give space.
Paranoia's up. They can run in. Razork at half HP. Mickey taking damage as well at 1100. Carlson, the front line that can walk in. No fear in his eyes as the Weaver's Wall zones out half of them. Razork with an ulti, but it's suboptimal. He gets blown up as upset into the back line, but Paranoia strikes in with a magnet storm. He'll be crying tonight. A double double over to Fnatic as Carlson takes the rest. And Team Heretics, this game, they know what's best.
Even Heretics! Our Baron is on the side of Heretics. You see that as they all try to escape, the Weaver's Wall comes through, and Baron pulls Razork back into the middle of the pit, which means he
Okay, we censored that, I guess. we probably censored that, hence no audio. But Fnatic looks excited, and why not from Heretics? What an opening game of Summer. A 5k gold lead off the back of that play, Baron in hand. They've got Soul Point, or rather Soul, coming up in 3 minutes 30 to boot.
And I don't... hang on. Shale going to find Razork because he comes through here.
He's just going to walk at him, 2 levels the difference. Fear about to find his mark as well. Not into the clone, but the real thing. And Paranoia again strikes him. Cyclone, but Poby can't get the finishing damage onto Fnatic. Crushdown stops him in his way, and Poby needs retribution here. Fnatic needs something, and understand they'll find exactly that. Poby gets his first kill of the LEC, but for Fnatic, it only stops a play that's hurting them so much. Upset cleanses away. Shayo's also nearby, but it stops there. It is a trade of blood, Sten, for Razor.
Yeah, Poby's trying to keep Fnatic in this game. Huge damage onto Fnatic means that he has to peace out. He needs them Heretics as to where they need to be.
Yep.
And then capitalizing on mistakes from Fnatic. As now Heretics, this is exactly how their composition is set up. You try and play for Camilo pushing in on one wave. Shale, as you can see, just sitting in between both of these waves, means that he can ult to wherever he needs to go.
Paranoia might just beat a zone off, but a Weaver's Wall shows you that Team Heretics are serious. But an engage from Mickey with a 3-man shockwave sets Razork to find them all. Upset on a shutdown on a Fnatic. That dive was huge. Carlson holds his out, but he's free food. A game ain't over till it's over till the Nexus falls, and Camilo might see that as he flashes over the wall, but Poby there to match, sidesteps the seismic shove, and with movement speed coming from distance, all it takes is one more ball, and Camilo will drop another shutdown over to the goat.
Fnatic finally find the combo.
Bouncy territory. When there was a 6k gold lead, Fnatic are about to break the wall.
Which means it's without contest from Heretics. It'd be suicidal to try and go in here instead of about to learn this.
Out. Mickey takes the blast going over with him, he'll flash, but that'll be a waste as Razork follows him over. Dragon for free as well. Team Heretics have just thrown this out the window. He shows me as well that Shayo Camilo also don't have a flash. Shayo gonna block that little seeker as Razork looking for his target. Carlson blocking up, still very tanky here with 3 and a bit items with extra footwear. As Fnatic have the Baron River for now with Baron spawn.
Yeah, you want, as Fnatic, to try and take the fight in this kind of choke point, so that then you're able to keep everyone in Heretics grouped up, and it makes it significantly easier for you to try and have this big wombo, but the second you start kind of ceding control, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Carlson starts this off though. He rams in as Weaver's Wall is out again. Fnatic on the wrong side of it. They're split away, but Poby has the range over the wall. Shayo's already pulled the Paranoia out as a bit of damage onto Team Heretics jungle. Razork has flashed in. Shockwave finds none of them though, but it's still going to be mitigated by the fact that Upset has a death wish. He wants Team Heretics' death rather on a silver platter. Camilo Sten, the last remnants here, and Fnatic, they decided to dive. They decided to send Agent Upset in to get the job done.
It took a little bit of time, but Fnatic managed to make the play work. The dash from Fnatic only keeps him momentarily safe from the shockwave as Mickey wants to keep it up.
His flash won't matter in the end, but Adil still sends a ball right in for delivery. This will be the end. A game that Team Heretics had in the palm of their hands that Fnatic had to execute to clench back, and Sten, his Magna Storm will be in vain. An ace, a 9-1-4 Kaiser, a debut for Poby, but gonna go through and yeah, probably lock it in the end. So bit of disengage, bit of a barrier between things like the Rise, the Aphelios, into getting in some of the key targets.
Because they know they're going to lose out on a ton on top end, but nobody here to protect Oscarinen.
Their sentence doesn't connect. That's the start, though. Waiting for the flay as well. It comes through, but with the gravitum down, Oscarinen sent packing. First blood easily done. R-rated, so make sure you've got accompaniment. Actually, you've got to be 18, I think. Dark Passage. Flash. Mickey gets in the way. Unbreakable, but a flash matched. And after the Winter's fight, Sten kept in place. The range enough. But the death sentence is one for Razork. He'll flash the match, but a kill given over to Flackhead. Sten's done. We're pretty clean outside of the fact that the fight started going haywire. We're going to see another one now. Death Sentence at the ready, that's what I look for. Black and Under turret is going to send him out with the shurikens and his auto attacks. A feat of warfare has been claimed, but it's not over yet. A double already down, and Sheo flashes out from the turret range. Double to Camilo.
Play with the Realm Warp, and even the fact that Flacken managed to get that early kill as well on towards Razor. Now Fnatic trying to find that timing window for Rubs, but is it there?
Death Sentence hands on the Razor. The box is out, or rather not available. Rather, it's the Dark Passage culling in the way, but Sheo blocks. Tibbers comes out, but it's not doing too much as Flackett's doing more. The bear is about to be unaware. Dropping down, Poby flashes out. Fnatic dives, which makes it so easy when you have that push.
But I think it's Fnatic who are going to continue these dives. Push under tower, Razor is here.
Tibbers was already out. Camilo's a little bit low. Something on the board for Fnatic. Second kill perhaps. Setting up with the shield and a pierce, a spear. Razor for the chase. Finds it with a shutdown and his escape. Okay, Tom Cruise, take it easy. Second kill over. Right.
Yeah, I think he's setting up for that because Sten was starting to move up there. He's now gone mid to protect Aphelios instead. And here we go. This is going to be a dive.
It's good burst. Carlson shield, but the ulti out from Oscar. Does he really want that? The ultimatum, even with a whip from Sheo. The scissors connect and Carlson gets the auto trade. Teleport in though, it's not done. Poby with Tibbers with flash, and it's going to come out only onto Sheo. The pig in the way. The girl dropping fire, dropping heat, and Tibbers zoning out. Sheo is dead meat, and Poby's just going to wait. Over the wall, gets charged into, but Poby with a shutdown finally.
For Fnatic to compete on.
And it feels like a more concrete state. I know last game we talked about blows being traded. There's a good trade here from Camilo. The Sky's going to fall. Good sidestep. Camilo is getting flashed on now, though. Razork is mad, and Oscar must be too. A kill given over to Oscar Rinnan.
Yeah, it wasn't quite able to get away.
Be able to do a little bit of damage here, but I'm looking at the gank from Heretics instead. It's standard Sheo, and the damage will be the big question here with Permafrost and the box down. I guess that question's now answered. Teleport just in case as the Death Sentence lands again. Was the TP needed? Probably not, but Camilo's here again to catch the wave.
I think it's more to try and answer for this top push from Fnatic as well, because it's 1-for-1 on towers, but you get the dragon.
With Grubs as well, remember that trade, even if you're 5-10 seconds later, is still going to be that much quicker. 2 people required to push turret from Fnatic. And while first break does go to Heretics, Fnatic do catch it.
Tier 2 and it's just gone. And that's even without using the Rift Herald. So now into playoffs. And it has been a case of, okay, well, we're expecting them to do the same here. I think Heretics, though, are doing what they kind of need to, putting pressure on towards this bottom side away from where the Atacon is going to spawn. And, hang on.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Camilo right into a Tibber. And Camilo dies. Exhausted is Flacket. The fight's not going to stop there, though, as Teleport coming in, and Pantheon is going to descend. Flacket separated from the team. His cleanse keeps him alive for now, but his flash will get him to safety. But at the very least, Mickey in the way with the Winter's Bite. And Fnatic have crushed in their blight. Big mistake from Camilo.
Yeah, again.
Back to back have now been given an entry into this game.
Great play from Poby, though. Again, like immediate flash stun. He was waiting for absolutely nothing. Then with the hook.
Are we going to get a fight? Team Heretics want to go in. Sheo just walks in and steals it.
No way.
He just steals Atacon. Hextech ultimatum in the middle, and Carlson again dies where he did last game, but this fight could be okay. Sten setting up Camilo, but he once again runs into CC. They got the Atacon, but Heretics are like, no, we must keep going. Forward into the breach once more as Flackett's joined in thanks to the Dark Passage. Calibrum out of range. Oscar can thank his lucky stars, but man, we're devolving into messiness here as Fnatic walk away from the fight.
Both games now, Sheo has got the better of Razork when it comes towards these smites, and now he just walks into him.
Razork, the disrespect from both teams is real. Glacial Prison into a Death Sentence, into a flash away. Infernum won't get what was used in the last fight. It seems to be enough. Team Heretics going deep for this one as Razork tries to take Gromp away, but Stender's on the march. It's a Realm Wall as well. Hook shot, wall shot, no ultimatum, but with a hook in and a box down, a play through. Razork kept in place, through and through. Sheo gets the kill as Razork has dropped down to his knees, but Carlson jumped in under a turret with a culling in the way. Okay, Heretics still have an 80 carry. The turret's still going to go down. Carlson just likes going forward. As the Death Sentence won't connect this time around, but Heretics are taking everything from the bot side of this map.
Heretics are playing so well. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone is jumping forward.
We got
Stand
another.
is hitting everyone.
Mickey gets flayed in and an ulti to bite that dust. Flacken will take kill number 3.
And Dragon number 3 off the back of it as well. Consistently.
Safety.
Yeah, trying to buy time for both side lanes to push in, but does mean the Shao doesn't have the ultimate available. Poby now collapsed onto Camilo though.
Camilo went deep. It's Tippers out, but Razork here to support. And Camilo, he'll flash towards the TP. He needs backup. Realm Warp to get Carlson out as Oscar doesn't land the ulti. Carlson here to save the day, say g'day, and say what's up. At half HP, he gets poked out and teleport now. Fnatic bringing in Mickey as well. All right, we're going to group up and punch again.
But the thing is, you've now got no flash on Camilo, no ult on Shao, Camilo, or the option here, I think, to try and continue is
Poby has flash. Poby has flash. Poby has flash! And he finds it. Flacken gets to a better position, though. Sends out the equilibrium, the ultimatum, and now with Shao running forward, all it takes is back to front. A hook again. Stand on his thread. Sets up the Flacken as Carlson takes down Mickey in the top of the map.
They try desperately on Fnatic to find their moment. Everything thrown. They just want to end this in one punch.
I just love that, you know, that fight, I'm like, okay, hang on, Paul Shao might be caught out, stunned up. Razork doesn't do any damage to this pick. You're going to walk away. Ulti for ulti, setting up. Tippers is now out. Shao taking a year to die, while Stend might be dead through mid. Oscar in sets up with the damage with Upset playing front to back, but it won't be enough because Flacken front lining. Now with the culling, Shao about to die. The setup, Fnatic have low health bars, but they got to kill Flacken as Carl, son of Carlson, comes down, slams him into the ground, and makes us go to game 3.
Fnatic are diving into an Infernum of Felios, and it's Carlson who jumps in to finish them off. Heretics played this game fantastically.
Every fight looked on the edge, but man, you love to see it. It's entertaining. It might always not be the cleanest League of Legends, but Team Heretics put on a show. And for the first time this split, we'll go to a game 3. It's Hexac ultimatum. Mickey kept in the dome. Will be ringed around for the ace. Carl finishes it off, and Team Heretics do what they should have done in the first.
I'm curious exactly how you want to try and play the mid-jungle on Heretics, but still, I think for Heretics, you've got decent engage, you've got decent side lanes again, good team fighting. Flacken extend, reset, potentially for a play on mid, but Razork looking for the dive.
He's thinking about the dive. Both summoners are up, flashes immediately, cleanse, then Flacken matches it, but the root underneath turret makes it a disaster. Turning into a minion helps out, and Mickey absorbs the pressure. First blood over to Razork, but they're going again. Dagda, they're going again. Stand up against the turret is going to charge out and at least get Fnatic's flash in the end. Razork has
maybe about to hit on towards his top side as well.
Oh dear, that TP might hurt Carlson. His world ender up and available again. Sends the minions away, but the healing this early on just won't cut it. Under turret, Razork takes him down, and Mickey, that mechanic is so broken, but he's got to love it.
Mickey turns himself into a...
Look towards top. 3 grubs makes all the difference. First turret blood. Fnatic are going to pick that one up in spades in this early game.
Mid, but now Fnatic kind of just looking for the full tower take. Shao holding here once more. Worried that the dive might still be coming through.
Upset getting engaged on this. An exhaust. Sten's going to get the quickness and the battle lance. Sets up the pop blossoms, the disengage, but Mickey knows his AD carry's dead. Shao, great timing, and Flacken and Sten hit a window.
Nice from Sten there. He basically constantly keeping him protected, and also having Mickey there means that they should be able to put pressure on the spot tower and then fall back to Dragon. TP potentially coming through as Carlson looks for the reset though, and there's a ward in behind Fnatic.
Look at the range, the setup we talked about in draft. The Queen World's going to set up first over the turret's gone for Camilo. That might be an in, and Poby just waiting. He unleashes power first, then he scatters. The weak is Camilo. And with the feats of warfare down, Fnatic have picked up already the first blood, but Carlson with his flank tries to bring an interim to Heretics, flashing on upset for the pop blossom. It's a disengaged turn, golden! Mickey sets up a Shao with a counter strike in the backline, brings the fight back. The feathers for Flacken are great, scatter the weak. Poby's trying to return the fight to Fnatic, and I think he's done it. The range, beautiful from Fnatic, because when it gets messy, you can believe Upset's there to clean it up.
Heretics didn't want to commit to the play fully and fast enough that they have become absurd against Heretics.
It's going to be popped through mid. The speed is ramping. Poby's coming in just in case as well, and the Herald will chunk to get first out of turret, or rather first in mid.
Shao's in behind them. That is the TP as well. Heretics are collapsing.
But Oscar's also in the way, so on that TP, that might be a bait. Oscar sends them packing. Camilo and Shao now have to run out. Blast Cone is just going to be used to get some distance, and Fnatic are ready to turn.
Yeah, Heretics keep trying to make these plays happen, but because all they're constantly doing is playing for this protection line, and it means that then Poby can constantly play up, get the wave that he wants to, and you're gonna, Mickey and Razork have just been playing as a duo.
Subjugate's been used, Shao ultis, but on the way out, the explosive cast sends him to the left, and Razork, as he flashes out and upset misses the true shot barrage, is putting a statement on in this final game. Finally, he's come to life in this series. Fnatic looking for a little bit more. Blast Cone wants to be taken aggressively. Mickey with a pop blossom, but under turret, even with a pillar up. Flacket sends out the feathers. Sten, the quickness, it turns into a fight, but he runs into a big fat belly. Walking away. Sten lucky to be alive, but Fnatic healthy as anything. We'll take another turret to the list. Bomber again, but Oscar in and flashes away. Mickey can't get the tangle barbs, and it gets close.
Yeah, so Heretics here too for the tier 1 take on top, but Poby's now TP'd in, and Carlson's getting corralled.
Good scat of the week, though. Poby needs to keep his distance. Carlson has flash available. Razork on the way in as well. World Ender up and available. Infernal Chains into a minion is not what you want to see as he gets this under the sky, but that healing won't cut it. Pillar up in the way again, and Poby scatters the weak. Another kill over the mid lane.
Fnatic need to reset fairly quickly, though. Dragon in 20 seconds. Want to be able to...
Atakan up in 40 seconds. Dragon's now up. Oscar on the way up. Shao has been playing his Tom Cruise version in this game for long enough. Now he's spotted, but they need more burst. The all-out going to be used, or rather Shao's ulti, and Oscar in at half HP. It might turn sour, though. It's Mickey walking up with a tangle barbs, connects on the enemy Jax. True Shot Barrage helps out. A body slam, a barrel roll, upset in the mix, and a mystic shot to send him down. Counter-strike buys the time, but the auto time so perfectly. Fnatic get the Dragon, get the blood, and they're looking for another. Onto Camilo and Arcane Shift with everything in between hitting. Mickey just needs another Tangle Barbs, and Camilo gets tagged by the end. Upset, almost connect.
Fnatic are just way too strong, although they look like they're going to go for the play.
They're going to try. It's an objective bounty if they get the steal, but those wards you talked about before, using the BTP, but Poby has deleted Shao. The smite still is off the map as Fnatic are chasing down the bottom lane. It's a victory march of sorts as Atakan's in the back pocket. Next will be the turret too.
Yeah, there's little that you can do here as Heretics. Fnatic continue to push forward. Carlson TP'd in behind. He's made it back to mid to try and clear out the wave, but it's Fnatic just waiting now to pick up this tier 2 on the bottom side.
Might be a sad end for Heretics. They are bleeding. Crossing T's for Fnatic. It's slowed down for you all at home, but the reason is because Fnatic have held control for just so long. It does feel like a one-sided game. It's up to Team Heretics to show us otherwise. As Baron Vision being cleared away, but third Dragon now soul point for Fnatic.
They're not trying to rush this. They just want to try and do this by the book.
Sterek's Gage now picked up for Carlson as he face checks near top. There's a good pillar out again. Flash away. Carlson in trouble. Camilo even more so. Explosive cast deletes as Razork to pick up the kill. Credit, but another body slam with barrel roll slows down the floating beast. The top lane demon, I think not. Carlson has to work for it. The flash in from Sten is trying to. The deletion will help out though, but Carlson's run out of ulti while the Pop Blossom tries to send us home, but Flacket with the feathers out. Again, the slow. Poby at full HP, sending hack. Remember, anything's possible. Shao coming in. Razork on the respawn. It's a bit dark over here. Baron going down swiftly.
Yeah, Poby though, trying to find the pick. Doesn't get Shao. That could have been it, but Fnatic still fishing. And
4K, Razork is here, ready for the smite. Shao can't get in the pit. Good explosive cast. Fnatic zone control. True Drop Barrage does the damage. It goes down to upset, and now the fight can begin. The feathers fly in, but Carlson is isolated alone, and Sterek's will not save him, so he is sent home. Team Heretics running away from the warpath because Fnatic finally got what they came for.
Yeah, there is no fight. It's just a public execution at this stage. Fnatic are looking towards Heretics, and every time they pop up, they whack them down. Razork just going to keep Heretics away from this top tower as Fnatic look to take everything in the face of them.
They just can't get anywhere near. Poby's zone control is insane, and upsets following up on everything. As you said, top turret is soon to go. This is going to quickly turn into 10,000 gold as Team Heretics fight close to their home, and Razork might be caught out. Quickness out, and Razork, old habits die hard, but Poby's there to save the day. He unleashes hell upon Shao, and Carlson's still dead for a little bit. Numbers advantage now for Fnatic as they walk towards the top turret, and there's TP for the Between Worlds. Oscar in sends in the bomb, but it's not enough. Only under a clone. That's Mickey X's damage health bar. The zone is still there. Team Heretics getting sent away, and even though they're trying so hard, the gold just seems too much.
Heretics are trying everything they have, but there's just not enough. Fnatic continue to
Away
push.
from full build plus some stacks. Team Heretics get scattered. They become weak. Razork's going to step up, and with Baron buff, this siege is unrelenting. Carlson with an angle. All it takes is an engage, and Oscar knows it. Sten caught out against the wall. No escape, chomped down, autoed to death by a club. Oscar jumps in, and Poby is diving the fountain. Sheo survives because Unleashed Power is stopped, but Team Heretics, the gold, overcomes them. It was a close series. It was well fought, but Fnatic switched on when it counted, and Poby, my GOAT, your GOAT, our GOAT, debuts in the LEC with a big dub.
Huge win for